Okay guys, here we go. This is the 589 day cab short hood. I got a chance to go play around with this truck a little bit at Texas Motor Speedway. And as you can see here, really good looking truck. You're going to see a little bit later in the video working stacks. You can see us do a couple little test drives around. And then we're going to go into the fender section here. So with the short hood, you're still going to get the bicycle fenders. If you look when I go underneath with the camera, you can see that that's either going to be fiberglass or Meton. I think this one was fiberglass just because it was a prototype. And you can see how that kind of comes over. You can see the angle of the hood, how it sweeps out. For a short hood, it really does look sharp. Right here, you can see this. This is where the air breathers where the hood wraps around the air breathers. You can see that the vents cross over all the way across the hood to keep your windshield wipers warm and cold, which is a big deal for us Colorado boys. And you can see interior options are much the same as you would see in a 567. Okay, so you can see we got the hood rolled here. And I am curious. I'm going to start playing with some front suspension options to see if air ride is available. In fact, on this one, I'm not 100% sure. And we're going back to the exhaust. Now, underneath that exhaust stack, you can see that's where, instead of having the brackets that have the slides on them, you're going to have inside there, you're going to have some flex pipe that moves. And then underneath, you're going to see some more flex pipe. So everything is rigid now with flex pipe. And then you can see on this one, as a short hood, I could not do this on a 389, but we do have full working stacks on the short hood day cabs, which is really nice. So just wanted to throw a quick shout out to Les Pepler out of Michigan. He is the first guy to order his day cab with me. It's going to be a long hood. So all the characteristics that you see like on a 567 are going to be very similar to this on a short hood situation. Right here with the hood rolled, you get a really good perspective of the angle of the hood. So you can see in comparison to a 389 how it angles outwards. It is still the aluminum riveted hood. And again, it's going to be the bicycle fenders. And if you look here, you can see where the air breathers, where the flow comes in from the bottom of the air breather. And like I talked about on the other 589s, you can see that how the breather is a 15-inch on the top. It is cut back a little bit on the back side, and it is flat. There are going to be some nice options available for us. Single windshield, as we discussed. You can see up here the mirror brackets are bolted on now. They're not hooked on, so it's a real easy conversion for you guys to put your aftermarket visors up there. We can bring them in without top lights, so you can do your custom fitting on your top lights. We're also going to have auxiliary options for the wiring underneath so that you can go ahead and bring in your chicken lights. This one is the Prestige interior, the working man's interior, so to speak. Not a lot of bling bling, but it does look nice, has a good fit and finish. Lots of different seat options, airport underneath the seat. This one does have the 3-window option on the back, so that's a good shot for you there, Les, what you're going to look like in your truck. 6 gauges here. You can do nav screens. Lots and lots more options available that we have for electronic architecture in comparison to the old 389 architecture that we had for upfitters. It's going to be really good. The bodybuilder's book is going to be great. Lots of expandability there. You can see here the headliner. Now this is the low roof headliner, so if you get a flat top, I'm going to do a video on that one here a little bit later. And you can see kind of how the roof line is a little bit lower.
New seals, right?
This one does have Atlas seats in there. Now when you hear the test drive here a little bit later, you can hear the mirror bracket shaking on the side. You got to remember this is a prototype. So. And in this brief test drive, you can hear me speaking to one of the engineers talking about his participation on the project with 589. They've been working on it for the better part of 8 years now, so feel free to listen in.
So how much time have you had in these things? Not a whole lot of seat time.
No?
No, these things are always on the go.
I want to get this thing up to Colorado, but is this the only day cab?
Yes. Yeah, we got a low roof, a mid roof, and then another sleeper. Yeah. I thought Jake was just up in Canada. I'm not Canada, in Colorado. I thought Jake was already just up in Canada, Colorado.
So I drove that one, the sleeper.
Okay.
I drove that one for 250 miles, driving from one store down to the other and back. I liked it a lot. I like the short hood better though. I think this thing is just phenomenal. But I'm a day cab guy. When I drove, I was a day cab guy.
I gotcha. So I did the day cab suspension on this one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You were part of that project?
Correct.
Nice.
And so you got seat time in day cabs. Again, you're not going to get much on this track, but we try to mold it after our current 579, 567 suspension geometry. And so it should ride very similar to those trucks. Any feedback on, so those...
Does this, I forgot to look and see if this one has an air ride.
Yes it does, yes.
Does it?
Yeah, we have not built any rigids yet.
Oh, so you have a 589 72-inch prototype here too.
Yeah.
I need to get video of that one.
I am a shotgun rider for the San Jacinto line. The desert is my brother, my skin is cracked and dry. I was riding on a folk coach and everything was fine till we took a shorter road to save some time. The bandits only fired once, they shot me in the chest. They may have wounded me, but they'll never get the best of better men. 'Cause I'll ride again. I am a river gambler, I make a living dealing cards. My clothes are smooth and honest, my heart is cold and hard. I was shuffling for some Delta boys on a boat for New Orleans. I was the greatest shark they'd ever seen. But the captain bumped a sandbar and an ace fell from my sleeve. They threw me overboard as I swore I didn't cheat. But I could swim, and I'll ride again. We are heroes of the homeland, American remains. We live in many faces and answer many names. We will not be forgotten, we won't be left behind. Our memories live on in mortal minds. And poets will, we'll ride again.
I am a Midwest farmer, I make a living off the land. I ride a John Deere tractor, I'm a liberated man. The rain, it hasn't fallen since the middle of July. And if it don't come soon, my crops will die. The bankman says he likes me, but there's nothing he can do. He tells me that he's coming, but the clouds are coming too. He ain't my friend,